Let the show begin. Hello, welcome to Movies and Beyond, episode 51. I'm with my co-host, Davaughn Morgan. And today we will be interviewing the man, the myth, the legend, John Paizis.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hi, guys. How are you?
He's also the founder and director of Performing Arts Studio West.
Yes. Well, I'm happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
And thank you for allowing us to interview you today.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
Yes. So I have 6 questions for you.
Can we start with number 6 and then work backwards?
Yeah, we could do that.
Any way you want to do it is fine.
Okay. So the first question is, what is Performing Arts Studio West?
Performing Arts Studio West. Let me think about that. Performing Arts Studio West, it's an academy-style creative arts program in the city of Inglewood, California, and we work with performers with disabilities in the areas of music, acting, and dance. We also have a talent management division that in the past 27 years has placed our people in over 3,000 roles in combination of our original productions, film, television, commercials, music videos, and every other type of media that is out there and available for performers. And that's what we do.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for answering my question. The next question is, how did the program came about?
Program came about, well, we opened in 1998, and I had already been working with adults with disabilities for 17 years prior to that. I started off as a classroom instructor working with a group of 8 autistic men, and stayed with that program for 17 years. Again, started off as a classroom instructor, then became a program supervisor, and then eventually an associate director. And when that program closed in 1997, I wanted to explore crashing my 2 worlds together. I had a lot of experience working with adults with disabilities. And then I had also, since I was a kid, about 15, I've been an actor and a singer and a dancer since I was about 15 years old. And had done work in film and television and trained as a puppeteer with Jim Henson and Frank Oz from the Muppets, and just did a lot of work, mostly in theater. But I wanted to take those 2 worlds and push them together and start offering the opportunity for adults with disabilities who are interested in the arts to get some training and have the opportunity to do some work in the industry.
Thank you. That's very interesting.
Yeah. So I've heard that you was in a film called I Am Sam, and you had a scene that got cut.
This is true. This is true.
And because I've seen it, and would you mind telling the people who would you mind telling what that scene was about?
Yeah, certainly. So the movie, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie I Am Sam with Sean Penn. He plays a father of a young girl, and he has a developmental disability, and his daughter is a very, very bright and engaging young lady. And so he works in a Starbucks is his daytime gig. And so I played a dad who was there with his 2 kids, and we were having, I was having coffee, they were having hot chocolate, and they spill all over the table. And I asked Sam, Sean Penn's character, to come clean it up. I said, "Excuse me, could we get a towel for this?" And he is, he has a disability, so he's distracted because he's thinking about there's a court case where they're trying to find out if he is capable of actually continuing to raise his daughter, as she intellectually is now surpassing, his intellectual abilities. So he's very distracted, and he gets super angry at this father who is asking to clean up the mess that his kids made. And he goes crazy, and he starts smashing cups and breaking stuff and scaring the kids. And it was a wonderful experience, number one, to work with an Academy Award-winning actor. And as things happen sometimes in film, and especially in film, scenes get cut to tighten up the storyline. Yeah. And there was another scene where his character, Sam, has one of these big emotional reactions. And so they didn't think that it fit to have two of those of about the same intensity. So they ended up cutting that out. I was very disappointed and sad, obviously, but it is. Yeah, but on the DVD, if you get the DVD of I Am Sam, which is, DVDs still exist, I guess. But it's in the deleted scenes, and so it's there. And I was very happy with the performance and very thrilled. Airplane. I don't know how badly we can hear that, but was very thrilled to be acting in a situation such as that. And Sean was extremely gracious and kind during the filming. And if I can do a little backstory on that, when they were looking at casting some of the characters within the film who actually do have disabilities, Sean came to the studio here to visit and kind of watch and get some ideas. And so there was a wonderful period of time when he first came in the morning before anyone came in the door. He got here real early. We sat down, we had coffee together, and we talked. And again, super gracious, super bright, super funny, and getting some ideas about how is he, as an actor, going to develop a character. And it was just really fun to watch him observing our actors and our people in the program at the time. And God, this is years ago. So it was a very intimate moment and something that I will cherish forever in my own mind as being part of a system that helped create characters. And I wasn't auditioning for a role or anything, but afterwards, because the director had come with Sean or had come to the program at another point in time, and she said, you have a wonderful speaking voice. I would love to offer you a role in the film. And so I said, well, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course I would do that. But anyway, so that's that story.
It's really cool. All right. My next question is, how long has the program been in existence?
Well, we opened in 1998, so 27 years. We just had our 27th anniversary in June of this year. Yes, we did.
Hell
Big
yeah.
27th anniversary. And God willing, we'll have a 28th, 29th, and 30th, and beyond and beyond and beyond. Because you guys make, it's so wonderful to work. We got an audience here, by the way, for people who are watching. We got an audience of some of our wonderful people.
We do.
And get a shot of the audience here. Get a shot of the audience real quick. Yeah, do a 360. Look at that. So, and it is because of you guys that we're even doing this in the first place.
Yes.
And it is because of you guys that our wonderful staff get motivated every day to bring our best to be able to share with you and then help extract your best out of, your creativity and, moving forward with wonderful projects and new things. And we try to do something new every year and explore new areas and technology and, techniques and all that stuff.
On that same topic, since you brought up projects, I know the great Alexander Toval is directing the next great holiday show.
Yes, yes. We have a holiday show coming up, and that'll be out middle of December, I think. Yeah, and we're gonna have a watch party for that, and it'll be on YouTube, and we're working getting our YouTube channel coming back up and running, you guys, because that's been down for some reasons that have been nothing but frustrating for all of us. Yeah. But so we have a new holiday show coming up, yet to be titled, but yeah, but it's a wonderful story about 4 participants at our fictional version of ourselves, which is Studio 98. And if you're a TikTok user, you can see it on other platforms. Go to studio98.pasw, and you can see, I think we got 13 or 14 episodes that are up, and that's that short form content, funny sketches starring all our wonderful people. So please check that out. But the holiday show is about 4 of our adventurers being given the task of writing the holiday show, and we send them to the media lab, and they're trying to get ideas, and they end up getting sucked into a virtual world where they meet all these characters in a place called Hollyland. Wow. And it's going to be cool because we got live action, we got animation, we have digital characters, we got digital environments, and it's just going to be we're completely stoked about this. It's going to be amazing.
That's gonna be hilarious.
It is. It's going to be lit.
It's gonna be fire.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Could you tell the audience about this other movie called "Cut It Out, Monster, You're Killing Me"?
Cut it out, monster! You're killing me. Well, that's a poster you've probably seen. T-Bone's laughing. If you've seen that poster outside my office over here, and this was I think 2004 maybe. It was a while back, but we wanted to do a voiceover project, and I am a fan of an old Woody Allen movie called What's Up, Tiger Lily, where Woody Allen, the director and writer and comedian, who's been around for 150 years, and he took an old Japanese spy thriller and rewrote it as a comedy and did all the different voiceover work with the actors, the stable of actors that he's worked with. So I wanted to do something similar to that. So we found a really, really cheesy horror beach party movie, and which is notoriously bad. It has a reputation. It was called The Horror of Party Beach, and so we stripped out all the dialogue, all the sound effects, all the music, and everything like that, and rewrote it as a comedy. Recorded 14 original songs, then went with it. Used all our staff and our participants to do the voiceover work. And maybe that's something, maybe we can watch that around Halloween time again. Because it's really funny for you guys who haven't seen it. It's quite funny.
That'd be so
It's
dope.
quite funny. And yes, we remastered it just a couple of years ago. And so the quality of it is good, the sound is good, everything. And there's some wonderful funny performances in that.
Awesome. So the next question I have is, what are some of your favorite things about the productions that you have done over the years?
Well, I think one of my favorite things is that we try to do something different every year. We've done, like I said, we've done a couple of the film spoofs where we're reworking old films. We've done intimate shows here in the acting space. We've done huge multimedia musicals that have had 80 performers and 14 songs and music videos and staged and lights and all sorts of stuff. We've done poetry shows. We've done some animated holiday stuff before, nothing to the extent that we're going to be doing with this show. So we've done digital graphic novels, and so everything we do, we try to come up with something different every year to keep it fresh and keep it new and give you guys different opportunities. So that's probably my favorite thing, and then also just being able to work with you guys and seeing your talents blossom, and then being able to work with our amazingly creative staff and have them all contribute. And then of course, oh my God, we did our book Mother Goose Reanimated. Somebody go grab a book for me, Alexander. Go grab a book out of my office. And we did a project that was 10 years in the making called Mother Goose Reanimated, where we took 12 original Mother Goose rhymes and then we reinterpreted them in a dark art style and produced an amazing book that I will show you, and maybe you can get a close-up of this. So this is Mother Goose Reanimated. Mother Goose Reanimated right here. And we went to Comic-Con, not this year, but last year we went to Comic-Con with this. And this is 187 gorgeous pages of work that our guys and you guys have been in. Mark Wells, John Tucker, Raquel. Who else in this room was in this project? T-Bone. Yeah. Igor.
I was too.
Davaughn was in this. And so anyway, if you're interested in this book, you guys, and it is really, I've done a bunch of, maybe about 10 podcasts with different influencers and stuff talking about the book itself. It's available on Amazon, amazon.com. Just type in Mother Goose Reanimated. Hard copy, soft back, and digital versions. So one of my favorite things ever.
That's cool. Okay. Was it your idea? Because when I started in 2016, this
26.
question has always popped up in my mind.
Yeah.
Whose idea it was to come up with the Cave City Company?
Okay. We did a Christmas show one year called the what was that?
The Cave City
Cave City Cup Company. And we did that right here. It was basically a fictional business. There is a place called Cave City, and I just thought Cave City Cup Company was funny sounding. And so it was an office party, and there were people. Davaughn was in it, and a lot of you guys were in it. Mark was in it. T-Bone was in it. John Tucker was in it. Yode probably so. So it was basically a holiday party for this company, and so just an idea we had, and it turned into a holiday show.
So did you actually write it?
I did write that one, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. What was your character's name?
Calvin.
Calvin.
He was an accountant.
In accounting. Did he have a last name? I don't
No.
think so. Calvin in accounting.
Yeah, I think he didn't have it.
Yeah.
We just called him Calvin.
Nice alliteration.
Yeah.
Calvin in accounting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of ours.
That was so cool.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I never heard of it.
No, it's because it's
But-
back in the day.
But, yeah.
Back in the day. I'm sure we have that recorded somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. All right. Where did?
I still have the DVD. I think I still have the DVD somewhere in my room, but I don't know where.
Ah.
Yeah, I still have the DVD, but I kind of.
I'll let you know if we need that because as we're starting to
But
rebuild.
I'm trying to find it because I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's somewhere in my room.
Are you using it as a coaster? You put your martini on top of that so it doesn't leave rings on the table?
No, I'm actually putting it inside of a box.
In a box.
Oh.
All right. All right. What else you guys got for me here, huh?
All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Where do you see the studio going in 10 years?
Oh, wow. You know what? Technology is moving so fast, you guys. It's moving so fast. And as we continue to embrace technology, I want to do as much creative and out there kind of stuff. I'm really thinking in my head, I want to get more and more into animation and digital creations and allowing our minds just to go crazy because, what we can bring to, pre-recorded material as opposed to what we can produce on stage. Again, we can put ourselves into any environment. We can create any type of characters we want. I want to do music videos. You guys in music class are writing some amazing stuff. And being able to interpret your ideas and your thoughts and put that into something visual that everyone can get motivated by or sparked by is something that I'm really excited about. And if I got 10 years left in my life, that would be wonderful, wouldn't it? So 10 years down the road. Should I retire before that, or should I work till I'm 150 years old?
No, work till you're
The
100.
possibilities are endless.
I should probably work till I'm 150 years old.
Yeah.
Work as long as I can, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And we're into.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I was about to say both of us are.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, everyone else here agrees.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My next question is, if you can describe the program in one word, what would it be and why?
Sounds like a David Zimmerman question to
Pretty
me.
much.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar.
Divine inspired.
If I could describe it describe Performing Arts Studio West in one word, passion.
Ooh.
I would say passion.
That's a good one.
You know,
That's an excellent.
because
Yeah.
I mean, in anything in life, if you want to become successful, you have to have passion for what you're doing, and it doesn't matter. If you're an auto mechanic and you want to be the best dang auto mechanic you could possibly be, if you're a rocket scientist, if you're an engineer, if you're a veterinarian, if you're a school teacher, if you're an actor, if you're a singer, if you're a dancer, if you don't have passion, for what you do, and put that passion into your work, why even do it?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Right? And that's one of the things I love about you guys, because every day you bring your passion to the studio. And sometimes that can just be letting your sense of humor go nuts. Because I mean, I love to look at life in as humorous a way as I possibly can, and that's one of the things that I've always wanted to share with people is humor, because there's enough shit going on in the world, right?
Yeah.
There's enough negative stuff going on in the world. Why not bring some light and some love and some passion and some fun to other people? So I hope that answers your question.
And it's funny that you bring up like talent, because, for example, as what we're doing right now, Movies and Beyond, I brought that here to the studio.
Yes, you did.
To share with all of you guys.
That's absolute, and that's so awesome. And it's awesome that, anytime I hear about what you guys are doing on the outside of the program, whether, it's people, we have people, working with other performing groups, we have people that are writing, we have people that are, taking music lessons or whatever it is outside of the program, and you bring that to us, that only makes us better, and it makes you guys better too.
It does.
Right?
It really does.
And it's passion. You have a passion for doing what you're doing, not only here, but on the outside too.
It really is.
John, what is your biggest joy?
I think probably what I just described is having created something that gives people an opportunity to express themselves in a creative way, and that, so working with you guys and sharing what we share with the world is my biggest joy.
Cool.
Another David Zimmerman question.
Yeah. but
and I say that in a very good way.
Yeah.
I say that in a loving and wonderful way.
Yeah.
Yes.
And,
Very positive.
yeah.
Meet the biz.
Yeah.
Meet the biz. So we're gonna be moving on to Q&A from the audience. People in the audience, do you guys have any questions for John Paizis or for us? Yoda.
Yeah, well, Julian, you had your hand up, and okay, and if speak loud so they can hear the question. Hang on, one person at a time. Yeah. What do I admire about you? I haven't said enough positive things about you guys already. I admire your passion and your dedication and your creativity and your sense of humor, and the fact that 90% of life is just showing up. Just showing up, not hiding yourself or hiding your passion or hiding your creativity. Showing up every day and doing the work, and that's one of the main things I appreciate about you guys. All right, who else? Yoda.
Yeah, I was wondering, I was going to ask you, one day, one Friday, when we have the entertainment, like we used to say. Anyway, wish you could have like a comedy, which one of the comedy hour,
Like a comedy showcase?
That'd be interesting.
Stand-up comedians,
I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is something to think about. Maybe one of the Fridays we will dedicate to, make it like a comedy showcase. All right, that could be fun, because you guys are funny, right?
Yeah.
Some of you.
Raquel,
yeah.
Somebody had a visit coming up, or somebody call you or email you, how cast directors contact you?
How do casting? Oh, the question was, how do the casting directors, when they want to see one of our actors for a role, how do they contact us? Well, you guys know that Carmel is our director of talent management, and what she does is she scours all the breakdowns. That's what she does all day long. When she's not eating or peeing or watching TV, I don't know. But that's what. So then she submits you guys. So she sees something and goes, oh, well, here's a role where somebody's taking they want to find a mailman. Okay. And she goes through our list. Oh, who looks like they could be a good mailman? So pick out a person, send that person in. They will then contact us. The associate, usually casting associates, will contact her directly and say, we would like to see this person. We would like to see them at this time. We then find out if that individual is available at that time for an audition. And most auditions now are on tape, via Zoom, which makes it easier for all of us. We don't have to go schlepping to a casting office every once in a while. And that's how that process works. She hunts down the roles, she submits our guys, and if they want to see us, they contact us, and then we set up the auditions. So I hope that answers your question. All right, T-Bone, you had a question. Well, what we, and that's a good question. T-Bone said it was hard for you guys to understand that. Sometimes he would get here really early in the morning, and I would get here much earlier because I didn't have the same type. First, I was younger, so I had more energy. But we are now in a place, T, where we are using you guys within the construct of the hours that we are operating. So we like to involve you guys in other aspects with regard to the behind-the-scenes creation of the projects that we're doing. So I hope that answers your question. It's a two-parter. Yeah, that goes back to Cut It Out, Monster, You're Killing Me. We had on the DVD, we had it like a Saturday afternoon horror film, and the host was a guy named Jerome the Genie. And so we had T-Bone. We had them all covered up in green. You put them against a green screen. The only thing that was not in green was his head. So he was like this floating head of a genie who was introducing the film. And he even had a song that went with him. At some point, we'll take out a DVD so you can hear his song. And then our dance teacher at the time, she was a genie, and so we had her like floating around. She was a beautiful young lady, and so he was the genie, and she was like a female genie, and she was floating around. So that's technology way back. And again, we're hoping to expand our technical capabilities. Okay, we got just 2 more minutes because the bell's going to go off.
Mark Wells has a question.
Yes, Mark Wells.
I got a couple.
Let's make it one.
Yeah.
Are we gonna bring doing the decades back again, like somewhere in the near future? We did a good job a few years ago. We did everybody different birth years.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Mark. I mean, I'm open to just about anything. And as I said, I want to be able to get into some real creative things. And that was a live performance where we took things from different decades that people were born in.
I do remember that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get one more. Thank you for that, and one more from Mark, and then we'll wrap it up. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yes.
Okay. An idea for a showcase where we find a nano Earth, and it's like an Earth of the '60s. We happen to find it out there, and it's just like one of those parallel worlds, and it intertwines with us, and we put some together a lot of those lines. Thinking a little creative out of the box.
Well, I like it when you guys are coming up with ideas, and I'm open to hearing stuff. And I'll tell you what, though, let's get through our holiday show, and then we'll see what we got. We got the holiday show. We got our music video that we want to do, and those are the two big ones. And then we're jumping back on Mother Goose Reanimated with regard to getting the book out there to more people, and some other aspects with regard to taking it beyond simply a book. And hopefully some people in the industry will bite on that, and we'll make something wonderful happen. All right?
All right. And with that being said, that about does it for this episode of Movies and Beyond. I want to thank John Paizis for allowing us to interview him. You are fantastic. You are a fantastic director, and thank you for allowing not just me, but everyone at the studio to have a place to come to.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I really like doing this, you guys. Thank you so much, and continued much success with everything you guys are doing with regard to
Indeed.
To other stuff. And thank you guys. And we'll let's get on with our day, shall we?
Indeed.
All right. Awesome. Thanks a lot.
Hey, thank you.
Cut.
Wow.